Welcome to the Weekend Show with Mediumjay and XLG. I just want to start off by saying that I'm going to take the day off and I'm going to let Glenn here talk about a whole bunch of variety of topics, and I'm just going to chime in there and see what you got, man. What do you got for us?
I haven't got anything. You didn't come to bring anything. God,
you didn't bring anything to the table?
I didn't bring nothing. No. I got stuff. All right. Let's start simple. I got a question, and I guess this is where we should have a doctor on. So if there's anybody out there that's some sort of medical professional that might have lowered themselves into watching this show, there's news reports going around about the connection between vaping and COVID-19. They're saying that if you vape, you're more likely to catch COVID-19. But I'm saying, what if you don't come in contact with anybody that has COVID-19, but you still vape? So how can you catch it? If you were to stay away from people, how could you catch it even though you vape or smoke?
Well, like even hookahs too. They have some hookah bars open too as well, and those are the hookahs around, and it's everybody fucking blowing in each other's faces with the smoke. I don't know, like, would it be the vape? Would it be the vaping, like you're just always sucking in air all the time?
Well, I mean,
or would it just be the
sure?
Actual,
it could be around, but no. What I think they're saying is that when you vape or smoke, obviously your lungs are being affected, and you've got weakened lungs, weakened heart, everything like that. But since the COVID attacks the lungs, that, obviously, if you were to come in contact with somebody that had COVID-19 and you vaped or were a smoker, then it'd probably be a lot worse. It'd definitely be a lot worse, and it could probably kill you because you've already got compromised lungs.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's that I've also heard things about how nicotine is like, if you just take a patch or whatever, like the nicotine will provide a better immune system for the COVID-19 for some reason. If you just take like a patch or like you chew Nicorette gum, it's all like
because it's to help you quit smoking. So
no, I think like just like if you're not a non-smoker, like there's some weird chemical in nicotine that it almost like kills a virus. I
kind of heard that about weed too.
Yeah,
they're saying that pot smokers might have a certain immunity to it or anything. So
it just seems like the doctors just kind of throw up a bunch of wild things, and it's like
they do. They throw a plate of food at the wall and to see what sticks.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like the vaccines, especially, it's like trial and error. It's just all trial and error.
Yes, it is. That's why they've got to test thousands of people, not just hundreds, because they need this big pool of information, I guess, which makes it curious that Russia has come up with a vaccine.
Oh, I would not trust Russia's vaccine.
And Putin has given it to everybody. It's free. You get a vaccine. He's given it to his daughter, and I think one of his other officials have given it to his parents, but they haven't taken it yet. So he gave it to his daughter. Yeah. So we'll have to see how she does in a few weeks. If she grows maybe a second head or something.
His daughter has the.
Well, I don't know if she has it or
going around.
But technically, if you're given the you're being vaccinated. Yeah, because you can't. So it's a preventative thing. Yeah,
you shouldn't have the vaccine if you do have it, because I think when you have if you have any sort of virus and you get a vaccine for the virus, it's a small dose of the virus, which just adds onto the virus.
Yes.
Of what. Yes.
It's already just gone. Just a little tiny bit of the virus.
Yeah.
That they inject into you. So.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be taking that, but I don't know about Russia. Would you trust Russia?
No.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. But what if you live there and you're happy with the system and you've got a good life?
I don't think you have a choice to be happy with the system in Russia.
Well, I've seen a couple of interviews and the people seemed all right. They seemed like decent people. They weren't a bunch of, they definitely weren't. Well, I mean, most people aren't death to America. That's only the radicals that do that.
Yeah.
But most of them seem to be living happily. People walking around, getting a Slurpee, getting a pack of gum or something. I don't know, but they seemed happy.
The smoker and the vaccine, not the vaccine, but the smoker and the vaping is interesting. Like I did want to quit because of this. Like that was a good
it's prompting a lot of people to start quitting, stopping.
My friend has asthma, and he's like, man, if I fucking get this shit, it could be over. And he smokes too, you know. So it's just like it's a good thing to kind of, especially with like you don't need vaping and you don't need to smoke. It's like I used to vape to get off of smoking, and then eventually I was just smoking cigarettes and vaping at one point, and I was like getting double, and it was just like I don't need this shit. Like
exactly.
I got to a point where I just was like, man, it's if I'm not smoking, I'm just waiting to smoke again. Like I put down the cigarette, can't wait till I smoke again. Oh man, and then I just thought, man, had dreams of me smoking 24/7, and I was just like, I gotta fucking stop this shit.
Because not only are you getting double the nicotine with smoking and vaping, but the money you're spending, because that vaping's not cheap either.
Vaping, like it's like you buy into like a business of like it'll be like, oh, you're gonna save money,
sort of like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, you spend like hundreds of dollars for the vape, then you spend about the same amount of money for the cartridges, the juices and everything, filling yourself up, and then the fucking coils. You get a burnt coil, it's almost worse than smoking cigarettes if you get those burnt coils.
So when you were just vaping, do you feel you were vaping more than you were smoking cigarettes? Was vaping more convenient because it was always at the ready?
No, cigarettes were it's kind of hard because like cigarettes were convenient in the sense that you didn't need to charge. You don't need to charge anything.
True,
you don't need to swap out the things. You don't
pack of cigarettes.
You don't drop your smokes and then think, oh shit, it's shattered. Your smokes don't shatter. Yeah, it's I mean, like I'd say like it's definitely like kind of like a way of, you got to get into it. It's you do save money if you're smart about it.
Right.
But I'd say like just go cold turkey. Like to be honest, like it's like marketed as, oh, it's better than smoking, but
it's not really.
You end up smoking like hundreds of puffs on that thing. Yeah. And the hundreds of whatever is equal to a pack a day. So it's
because it could be because it's like a constant cigarette. Mm-hmm. It doesn't go out, it won't end for a couple of days kind of thing. So you could end up just drawing on that thing all night without even realizing.
And then you're like, oh man, my throat's burning. Why is my throat burning? Maybe I got to get the new juices or something. No, it's just you tear a hole in your fucking lungs and your throat.
That's what I felt, because I took a couple of puffs and instantly it just felt like my lungs were seizing up, and that didn't even happen when I first started smoking cigarettes.
Well, it
wasn't that severe.
And the sugar in it. There's like a crazy amount of
sugar in it.
There's sugar in it. Yeah, that's like the glycol, that liquid sugar. That's why it's so sweet. Like you take a puff of it, it's fruity, rainbow, citrusy.
Well, yeah, because the one I got handed was like a green apple or something. Yeah,
and it's sweet. It is sweet, and it's fucking. You got to trick your mind into getting addicted to the sugar if you want to really quit, and then you'll be like, it's just sugar. You just have like a cake at the end of the day or whatever the hell you're.
So long and short of it is just vape weed.
Just vape weed.
Vape your weed oil.
With that cannabis oil shit. Have you heard about like them? Weren't they banning those? Trying to ban those?
They're trying to ban everything.
Essentially,
it's ridiculous.
Essentially,
yeah. Did you hear there's going to be a dramatic reboot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Are you?
I seen the videos my buddy showed me like years ago, and I was like,
some guy created like a mock
trailer.
Mock trailer.
Dude, and then everyone wanted it though. Everyone was like, "This is amazing! Like, this looks crazy." And Will Smith got behind it, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he's working. He's partnered. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he partnered with somebody, and he's gonna produce. And
you seen the trailer? Did you see
No,
it?
I haven't. I haven't.
You gotta look it up, man. It's like if Fresh Prince met. What's a fucking crazy drama like a Goodfellas almost like a crazy. It was like action packed. Like he's like talking about like to fucking his Uncle Phil or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Phil.
It's like, you don't understand my life. And it's like, and then the music's all crazy and it's like raining and it's like super, like it looked nice, like just for someone like a fan made trailer. Definitely if they just kind of take that and run with that idea, it's gonna be pretty cool. Like just the drama of, instead of just kind of super funny. It'd be a cool.
Well, I mean, if it, Will Smith still got some credibility, even though he got cheated on. But he's not gonna put his money into crap. He's not gonna put his money into crap.
But he did
for
show
him
up in a lot of crappy movies.
Well, of course, but maybe that wasn't his choice. Maybe he was just doing it for. Well, it depends what your definition. What's a crappy Will Smith movie?
That After Earth. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that. I heard about that one though. That was with his son or something, wasn't it?
Shitty. People say they like Gemini Man. Is that a good movie?
Isn't that the one where he's double his past? Future whatever comes back, or they make a clone of him or something. And it's just it's too much Terminator, like the future self coming back to But I don't know. And then Bright on Netflix, there's like one where he's partnered with an orc. Like there's like a magic. And I wanted to say I keep flipping past it, but I got to go into it one day.
The thing is, those types of movies, my stoner buddies really like those types of movies. They're like, oh man, whoa, orcs and magic and
that's because they're just doing it for the special effects. I'm a pothead too, but I'd watch it for the story though. So it's a movie though, right?
But it's just on Netflix. Bright. It's a pretty good movie.
I'll give it a watch because I like Will Smith. I liked him in Hancock.
There's a whole lot of magic.
Hancock was good.
Hancock was and then also. I was watching fucking I Am Legend. Now, I Am Legend is a good movie. That's it's like he makes those types of movies. And then Hancock, I was like
Hancock was cheesy, kind of fun.
Cheesy, superhero. I don't care.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger doing Last Action Hero. I loved Last Action Hero because it was so cheesy. It was hilarious.
But then he does like something like Kindergarten Cop.
Well, I saw that one too, and it was pretty funny for the first 45 minutes or whatever, and then just the last bit there it's just straight him killing people, him killing the bad guy.
I can't even do it, Arnold.
Shut up!
Get to the job.
It's not
Where's Sarah Connor?
It's not the tumor at all. You do a bad Arnold.
It's horrible. I just woke up.
So did you see that? Apple wants to come up with a new app so that you can open your phone with the face mask on because a lot of people are taking the face mask off to get the facial recognition. So my only question, and do you have any idea what my question is right now?
Okay, go shoot. No, I have no.
My question is, why don't you lazy buggers just punch in the 4-digit PIN code? Or do you not remember that because you just said it when you first got the phone? Oh, facial recognition, I can just do that. That's kind of what bugs me about today's society.
We're about 15 minutes in. It's time to take off our regular caps and put on our conspiracy hats for a second.
Oh, okay.
The facial recognition, that's an excuse. That has to be an excuse.
Why is it an excuse?
It's to pump up the facial recognition better because China already has facial recognition cameras on every corner of the street.
Yes,
so Apple's, I guess USA, I don't know, but they could say, "Oh, we're trying to make our camera recognize through the face masks," but then the police will have. If you're wearing a mask and you're robbing a bank, we fucking recognize his. Zoom in.
But I thought everything. Well, maybe it was on a TV show that I saw, but they were showing some computer program that actually read through different kinds of masks, sort of thing, because, you know, your facial structure is still there, and the computer compensated for the mask being there, and I guess kind of guessed, you know, maybe it was a CSI show. I don't know, because it seems a little far-fetched. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was the same thing with the with that aging app that was out a while ago too. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think people outright came out and said, "Hey, this is people stealing your identity, or people stealing something of yours, whatever."
Yeah, because like, to be honest, like with the face mask, how hard is it even to just open it up, click, put it back on?
Well, it's not even that. It's just you pull it down. It's exposure. You know, you've touched the mask with your hand. Mm-hmm. You've probably touched your face. You know,
if you're worried about that, how bad do you need to see your phone? Like, you know, you're probably...
Well, if you're that worried about it, why not just punch in the 4-digit code to open it up?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, so many phones have, you know, either fingerprint identification to open it up, or the pattern, or your number. So that's kind of what I don't get. That's where I've got the problem.
Apple always does shit backwards anyway. It's like, what?
Sure.
They released the AirPods, right?
Right.
Those AirPods, and then they're like, oh, you know, there's a lot of people. We got a lot of complaints about people losing their AirPods, so we got the AirPod strings. Like, so it's like we did a full circle. You did a full 360 circle. Of here's these.
Well, I guess Bluetooth. You know, maybe it's just a string that kind of hangs around like the grandma glasses. Yeah, they just hang down like the grandma glasses. Because I can see people losing little tiny thing like that. Mm-hmm. That, come on, stick it in your pocket. If you don't put it back in the case, which is probably just as small. You know, the case is probably micro too. So of course that's going to go behind a dresser in an instant.
Yeah. A kid will swallow those.
Well, sure, like a kid will see it. Think it's a candy cane or something, and you know, wait for a little bastard to shit it out.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't want kids.
Don't need them. Don't want them. Don't need them.
That's right.
Not in this world, definitely.
So more about conspiracies.
Yeah. Okay.
What about, well, it's not even a conspiracy, because Donald Trump is trying to ruin the United States Postal Service.
Yeah.
He's not going to fund them. He says if he doesn't sign this new bill or whatever, he's, you know, basically the Postal Service goes unfunded. And he openly said, then they can't have their mail-in votes.
And the thing is, the mail-in votes, right? Like, that seems so sketchy. Like, you can't even get,
No, man.
normal mail.
They've been doing it for years. There's a couple of states that have had all mail-in ballots.
I didn't know that.
Now, I could see if you want to make it secure, then everybody has to send in a request. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing, because that's what they do with the absentee ballot, is you have to make the request saying, hey, I'm not going to be here, I'm going to be in a certain spot or whatever. I'm not going to be able to vote where I should be voting. Mm-hmm. Send me an absentee ballot, and then you can vote. That's how a lot of the military votes overseas.
Yeah.
It's all absentee ballots.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, for him to say that it's...
kind of want to cancel. It seems like he just does want to cancel. He just wants to have an election next year.
He doesn't want to have an election at all. He already said after the Mueller investigation, I've been cheated and I've been distracted and I haven't been able to focus on the job, so I think I should get an extension of the few months that it was taking for the Mueller investigation to come out. Mm-hmm. I should get I should have that time extra. Mm-hmm. And I called it right from the beginning. Right when he was elected, I'm pretty sure I said, you know what? This son of a bitch is going to call the next election. He's going to say no election.
Yeah.
You know, but even though he legally can't.
Yeah, he can't. Like,
he can't stop it.
It's like he's like a baby dictator. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of cute what he's trying to do.
Oh yeah.
And everyone can see it a mile away because it's fucking.
Well, not everybody. That's the problem.
No. It's those. You remember we were talking before this. Your wife has a lot of friends. Those Republican diehards.
Yeah.
Those guys will be like, oh yeah, you fucking don't get an election this year. Just move it back till next year.
Yeah.
Next year. Yeah. But for the majority, I think, of citizens especially in the United States, they'll be like, come on, like,
oh, exactly.
You can't fucking take off the election. As far as a democracy goes, you can't just be like, let's keep pushing this back. Let's keep,
because then you're just basically coming out and saying, hey, I'm a dictator.
Yeah,
because this is the way it's going to be.
And then you're a fucking commie. I can imagine a lot of those like diehard states guys are like, it's a freedom. They're taking away our freedom, and they would
exactly. Well, look at what happened with the masks. As soon as they tied it to your freedom is being infringed upon. It's just, it's not infringing on your freedom. You're putting this mask on so you don't catch or pass a virus.
Now I'm going to say something controversial.
Okay, go for it.
I'm on the side of no masks.
Oh, yeah? How come?
Give them the freedom. It's a freedom.
What do you mean the freedom?
Because
for what?
Now it's masks. Then it's going to be... Then it's going to be gloves. Then it's going to be you need to
full hazmat suit?
At a certain point, it'll probably get to like everyone in their own bubble. You walking around without your government sanctioned bubble?
Do you know why it would get to that point?
Because people didn't wear masks.
Exactly. And you're their leader.
I'm the leader.
You're the leader.
Leader of the free masks.
You're the leader. You're the leader of the gang.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with the freedom thing, because a virus that kills 0.4% of people is the common cold
Yeah, but do you know why it's only killing 4% of the people right now?
Because we're doing all this preventative measures. Mm-hmm. So what? If everyone was licking each other's faces all day, every day,
then we'd all be dead.
I don't think that.
All be dead.
I don't think so, man.
Well, maybe not everybody, because there's still your asymptomatics, but I mean, even healthy people are dropping dead from this. Yeah. It's the, what did I see? The myocarditis. That's scarring of the heart. Mm-hmm. That is scarring of the heart in college players. They were talking about college athletes getting this. Mm-hmm. And doesn't really matter how healthy you are. If your heart gets scarred, if you get scar tissue on your heart or your lungs, that's it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're not going to lead the same kind of life you thought you were going to, if you can lead a life at all that you don't die. Who's to say one of these jocks isn't going to, he's sick from COVID, and he's, at home, sure, he's sleeping, he's tired and everything like that. But who's to say this guy doesn't, or girl, but they feel because they're super fit or something that they can just get up and maybe go mow the lawn or go for a walk around the block or something and drop dead of a heart attack because their body isn't ready to take that kind of stress yet. Mm-hmm. That could be what a lot of the, that's a lot of the deaths too.
Well, like...
Or it could be, I don't know.
Back to putting on our conspiracy hats for
that
a second.
Is a conspiracy.
The conspiracy is, even if you're healthy and you catch it and your fatal symptoms, I definitely think like it's like the government. Like the government just picks and chooses who they want to catch it, right? Like, I don't know, like I know people that are working day in and day out through this pandemic, and they're fucking terrified of it. Yeah. And then I know people that don't care at all, and they're like shaking hands, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? Give me a hug, buddy." Give me a hug. And it's like they're shaking whatever the hell. And I don't know. It goes to show.
I've been working the entire pandemic too. I think I got sick at New Year's, and it was very hard to breathe. I was very tired, but we hadn't heard of COVID yet. This was before all the COVID stuff broke, and then suddenly, within a couple of weeks, we started hearing about it.
And I was actually sick too, like that around that time before, where I was. You
got to do the same thing as I do every time, don't you?
What?
Well, because I was sick, now you were sick.
No, I was legit sick too, and I was like fucking had almost everything that you can list on the COVID symptoms thing. Yeah. To be honest, man, it was like, oh man, I feel bad, and then I woke up one day and I'm not sick. So.
Yeah, but no, if you get COVID, it does. You wake up feeling like you've been hit by a bus, just because apparently every joint aches. But you want conspiracy? I'll give you a little juicy piece of conspiracy. Now I haven't researched it yet. Why would I? But
we don't research on this show.
In mid-November. Into December, sometime in there, 2 people were actually marched out of our Center for Disease Control. I'm not too sure if it was the one on Arlington or if it was the one on Logan. But two people were walked out for whatever reason, right? And then suddenly within 3 weeks, COVID. COVID coming out of Winnipeg. COVID might have come out of Winnipeg.
Yeah. And I think
don't just brush this off.
No. Like I think I've seen that where it's like they were marched out. But what was the reason?
I don't know. I heard about it and I was gonna look into it, but
so it's like okay, they're really infected with COVID-19.
Oh no, they probably got it in their pocket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like a person working there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense.
It was a couple of employees.
Because like it's a worldwide pandemic that happened in the last 5 to 8 months of whatever the hell. Like so the first months of 2020, everywhere in the world has it. Like that means
No.
But if you look on it, it's a good chunk of like almost all of Canada, all of United States, all of Mexico, all of fucking Europe. If you look at any continent, there's symptoms. So it's like if the first person to ever catch it, right, had to have done like I did see it was on Twitter. It was this thing that said the first 22 people I think had it were really good. They quarantined, they yada yada yada, made sure don't come in contact with people. The 23rd person didn't know they had it, went to 4 different exotic locations around the world, traveled, went to the supermarket, did everything, and probably spread it like crazy. So that person probably went crazy with spreading it, and in turn turned into the game Pandemic. If you ever played that game where it's like, have you ever played that game?
No,
it's like an online game where you're a disease and you have to
infect everybody.
Yeah, you have to pick and build up your bases. And with the COVID-19, they said like no one survives. Someone did a simulation on COVID-19. No one survived. It's pretty crazy, man. But
oh my god.
Again, though, I just think like I think it's way too, like the spread is way too real for that conspiracy of like no one person can kind of infect the world. No, not even a group of like a dozen people could.
Oh yeah,
I don't think so.
They could.
I don't think so.
Yes. Depending on where that person went, all that person has to do is go to an airport, and that's it. Across the world it goes.
Yeah. That makes sense in the sense of dealing with maybe like those people that get it and then those people come back to their home. But man, I don't know anybody that was ever traveling around Winnipeg or whatever, you know? Like,
yeah, but that's you though, you know, just because you don't know
someone comes back and then they bring it back, and then why doesn't it ever stop with that one person that had it?
Because they've spread it.
And it's like I don't know. I believe more that the sneaky government tactic, especially in China and Japan and whatever the hell. I do believe like that. What you're saying, fucking the fucking little vials of in their pocket. That is a little bit more. That makes more sense because
than somebody eating a bat taco.
Yeah, it's because it's more calculated than just.
I mean, they might not know fully what it would have done, but it's just, hey, we've got this virus. We're gonna, for whatever reason, we're gonna infect the world.
In all honesty, eating a bat, like how many people have eaten bats before? Probably
the population of China?
Millions, right? Millions, if not billions of people in the history. And then it's one bat, right? That is a bad bat.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, was it one bat? Was this is this a common thing through that particular species of bat? What the hell?
And even if you just had a bad employee at the center, what is it, CND, or the Center Control for Disease, CC? I don't even know. Whatever the hell it is.
I'm not too sure. I think ours is called
control.
microbiology. I think we've got a microbiology lab. I don't know if it's like the CDC in the States or anything like that, but we do have a lot of viruses and stuff there, and the reason they put it in Winnipeg is because Winnipeg's an easy city to close off and contain.
And then from the top down, there's people that are corrupt in the government.
Oh yeah.
There's people that are corrupted in like military, police, and we keep going down into the center control for diseases. There could be some corrupt. There's some bad bats. Pardon my pun. There's some bad bats flying around.
There's always a bad bat flying around.
I mean, you go to
bound to get into your taco.
You go to your local fucking supermarket or whatever. There's gonna be some guys that are just like, I don't give a fuck, man.
I just want that. Give me that bat.
There's some old lettuce. We'll sell it or whatever. You know, to that market.
Well, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
The bat.
Yeah. I've been into stores where you pick up the lettuce and it's all wilted and gooey and.
Do you think the 5-second rule would apply for the bat meat?
Apparently the 5-second rule has been dropped to 3 seconds.
That's what
now.
I posted, and I posted that shit.
See, there you go.
It's down to 3 seconds.
You say I don't watch anything or look at anything. Look at your post saying it's down to 3 seconds now.
It is, yeah. You got to be quick, man. No,
you know,
I do think like the bat thing is like that is a conspiracy as big as, I don't know, the Epstein conspiracy to me.
Well, you don't think he was raping children?
No. Like, I don't think he killed himself.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like it just seems to me that
no, again, I think it's the guard went up to him with a bed sheet in his hand and just looked at him and said, you know what's going to happen to you in jail, and then handed him the sheet and walked away.
That's too movie-ish. Like,
you bet it is. Come on, look at the time we're living in. Tell me this whole time hasn't been movie-ish.
Hey, bud, you know what you've done.
Yeah. You know what you've done, man.
He catches it through the thing.
Yeah. Just hands it to him through the bars there. And
oh, no, it wraps perfectly around. You didn't even have to touch it.
Look at that.
No, man.
He took the honorable way out. Well, it's not even honorable. He's a piece of shit.
Because we don't even know what happened to Glad Giselle Maxwell or whatever. Just Kale Maxwell.
Oh, Ghislaine. Or...
What happened to her? She just disappeared. Like,
well, no, she's in court, but she's not big news right now.
It's not.
No. So if she's not big news, she's not going to appear.
They're getting their pawns and their chess pieces in place.
Well, exactly. When she writes the tell-all book, then we'll hear about her again. That's what we're waiting for. The tell-all book.
I don't know. Something's going to happen when she's halfway done that book, for sure.
Probably,
Sure, yeah.
And maybe that's why we haven't heard from her in a while.
People just
disappear
disappear
in the desert
when they're that high up, especially like the Clintons, man. The Clintons are some killers, man. Like, if you're in that,
because Hillary's got her sex dungeon under a pizza parlor.
The pizza parlor, it does exist.
Pizzagate.
The Pizzagate does exist.
Well, of course, the pizza parlor existed. It got shot up by some crazy sack of crap.
And what happened? Like, how did someone shoot it up? Never heard that.
Yeah. Well, once he found out that once this whole thing started spreading that there was a secret sex dungeon in the basement, Buddy goes in there with a shotgun and starts shooting the place up because it's supposedly got a sex dungeon in the basement.
Have you seen that movie?
The Human Centipede?
No, the Quentin Tarantino movie, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
With the Gimp.
Yeah.
The Gimp, on another level, it's like that. They have a bunch of
Hillary's walking in with a leather mask and a ball gag in her hand there.
Man, I think there's a lot of leather masks and ball gags that are like
gagging Bill and just smacking him in the ass.
Oh, man, the fucked up thing is, and then they come back with a shotgun and they just shoot up everybody. And I just hope like those children are free at least. Like, that's some fucked up shit.
Hopefully the madman wielding the shotgun freed the children from their pedophilic sex slave dungeon jail.
You got a movie mind, man. He kicks down the door, shoots everyone with the shotgun.
Yeah, just starts shooting everybody.
He tosses a couple of AKs to the children.
The kids start shooting up too. Maybe Hillary was killed in the incident, and this is a double of hers walking around.
I do think Hillary Clinton is like...
It could be,
like
man.
Some weird changing reptilian creature.
You think she's one of the reptile people? One of the lizard people?
Do you see her face? Look at her face.
She looks good. She looks good for her age.
Like,
just because you don't like her.
She looks like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
She looks like Leatherface.
She looks like she has leather on her face.
Yeah. Like, lipstick, Leatherface.
It's like cow skin. It's not even real human skin. I'm gonna get killed. I'm not gonna make it out here.
Yeah, I'm not making it out of here. Take my skin for your face.
Put my key in my car and I just blow up.
Yeah.
That type of shit happens all the time.
Yeah, that's right. It. Well, no, I mean we haven't broadcast this yet, so
yeah.
Once you edit it all together,
I'll just edit it out. It'll be like beep.
Yeah. Chop chop. Right. That's where you have the technical difficulties sign flash up there.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh man, yeah, no.
Just because Jeff's getting mutilated.
What else you got for us, man?
What do you got?
Let's get off of Hillary Clinton because.
Well, there's, hopefully we'll be getting a vaccination for COVID soon.
Yeah.
There's a few companies down in the States that are doing all their testing, and they're in phase 3, which I guess is, the next logical step. And I think like the last phase before they release it or something like that. But there's still a lot of people that won't get it. They refuse to get vaccinations. And I mean, this goes far beyond COVID. There's been anti-vaxxers for a long time. Why do you think polio is back? Why do you think measles is back? There was a couple of diseases that were eradicated, but because of anti-vaxxers, they're back. And
I'm gonna play good cop, bad cop kind of thing. You're a good cop. I do believe in anti-vaccination. I do believe in not getting the vaccine because.
So you want polio then?
Huh?
Do you want polio?
No, I think I'll shake it off.
Sure.
I'll shake it off. But
you can. I've heard that. I've heard you can shake off polio.
Not shake off polio.
If you just get up and walk around a little bit.
Not catch it or whatever. But
well, you're probably not going to catch it. Well, I don't even know how you get
like shingles and all of those things. Like it's to me, infecting yourself with the disease. Because you said you had the chickenpox vaccine.
No. Oh, no, I was never vaccinated for chickenpox. And even if I was, it was so long ago that it would have worn off anyways.
Exactly.
So I never got revaccinated.
The thing is, like, if you say you get all the vaccines that you need, because I got my tetanus shot when I was in a crash. That's the only thing is if I'm there and they're like, hey, do you want a vaccine? I'll take it. Yeah. But I don't plan my vaccines accordingly. So when's the last time you got
pack a lunch and go to the doctor's office? I'm off to get my COVID vaccine.
Because I got to work. Life is way too stressful to be thinking about it. It's like, when was the last time I got my whatever vaccine, tetanus shot? School.
You ever gotten a flu shot?
Flu shot? Last time was probably in school, or to be honest, like the flu. It's not like I'm like, oh man, 5 years. Oh, time to go to the doctor and get a vaccine. I don't know any guys that will actually voluntarily go to the doctor when there's nothing wrong, unless there's like a bullet hole in the.
No, I mean the flu shot's only given at the time when the flu
it's about to happen
becomes prevalent. Yeah, it's not something you get in the middle of summer or anything. You go in, that's why they give them just before. That's why they give them it coming up into the winter there, so. Yeah. People will go Christmas shopping and spend money. And
this is no conspiracy or anything. That every time I've gotten the flu vaccine, the next time, even if say I go the whole year without having the vaccine, or without getting sick, I got the vaccine. Go the whole year. Maybe I'll go the next year. Then I'll get the flu worse than I've ever had it before because my body took 2 years off of getting the flu and having antibodies.
Yeah, because your body is supposed to build up the antibodies from the shot, and then obviously those antibodies are going to wear off after maybe they last through the winter season.
On a primitive level, is you just licking the face of a person that's fucking sneezing. That's all it is. That's all. And on a primitive level, that's what the vaccine is. It's a micro dose of a thing that you don't want.
No, I think you got it backwards there. Getting the vaccine would mean you could lick other people's faces.
No, you
won't get sick.
No.
You just want to go around licking faces.
I just want to deep down.
That's what it is.
Deep down, I just go around into the pizza shop and lick some topless faces.
Start going to the pedophilic pizza shops. Start licking faces. That's all you want to do. Just like a puppy dog.
That's so fucked up.
Call you Puppy Dog Jay.
No, but I don't know. I haven't had a vaccine in over like 5 years.
See, now, I mean,
I haven't gotten anything serious.
Because you have all the anti-vaxxers and they say that they're going to put a tracking device into the vaccine that I will now call it Traxinations.
Traxinations.
Hashtag Traxinations. Copyright me.
You can't copyright a hashtag, but...
No, but I'll copyright Traxination.
Okay, yeah. You got a web page for the Traxinations?
No, apparently not, because we haven't got enough followers for this show yet.
Okay. Well, one day you'll get...
One day we'll have 31 people watching. Is that enough?
Yeah, no. Well, we need to pump those numbers up.
Pump it up!
But why it's suspicious that Bill Gates is putting how much, 150 million? Or
well, he's got the Bill. It's the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. He's doing it because he's got that.
And the thing is, it's the tracking chip to let you know that you had it or something that you got the vaccine. So it's like a chip that gets implanted in you. Yeah, man.
What?
Look it up.
Oh man, look it up on what? On the dark web?
No,
you're
man.
QAnon, aren't you? You're Q. You're Q. You are QAnon.
QAnon. What's that?
You don't even know about QAnon? Oh my God, man.
Explain some shit that I don't give a fuck about. Man.
You got to get on the conspiracy train here. See, now I don't
QAnon.
the only thing I know about QAnon is what I will hear on the news, because I don't want to go to the internet, start searching this stuff out, and then suddenly get flagged. Maybe that's where I'm part of the conspiracy theory too. Mm-hmm. Is that, and it can happen, I guess. I start searching out QAnon. Suddenly, I'm on somebody's watch list for, hey, watch this guy because he's looking. But
what is QAnon? What is QAnon?
Apparently, Q is a person that is high level in the government that is saying there is I wrote it down. There is
conspiracies.
There's more than conspiracies. There's here we go. Q says that there's pedophilic demon worshipping. Mm-hmm. Pedophiles will worship Satan.
I remember last time you were talking about that. I seen that girl that was the Trump, the leading scientist or doctor or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The demon semen. Yeah.
No, we're way past her now. This is Marjorie Greene.
Okay.
This is a woman who's running for Congress from Georgia.
Okay. And
she's dangerous.
Yeah.
Because she's spouting these things like QAnon and saying that there are Satan worshipers high up in the government, mm-hmm. and they drink kids' blood.
Oh yeah,
to stay young.
Yeah. No, I believe that. Who is that guy that had like fucking the really rich guy? He's a fucking billionaire.
Howard Hughes.
No, evil fat. He looks like a villain. I can't.
Roger Ailes.
Not Warren Buffett, but the other guy.
Kingpin from Spider-Man.
I don't know, but he had like multiple hearts and shit like that, and he's like, and the thing is not drinking, but like.
What do you mean multiple hearts? Like
multiple heart surgery, so he had like 14 times, and like he's like 100 and something, but he's super rich, so he could just constantly get new organs from who knows where.
Black market organs.
Who knows where he's getting all of these organs from, but he is. And then everyone's like, man, like this guy's just fucking, he's just so rich, he can't die. Like the queen is how old? Like 98?
Something like that.
She's just walking around with fresh blood in her system somewhere. Where does that come from?
She's lived a pretty cushy lifestyle though, so. But shit. When you live the cushy lifestyle,
how did her bones not deteriorate? She doesn't lift. You seen the queen? Do you seen the queen do her workout?
She lifts her purse. She waves. How much exercise do you want this poor woman to do? Look at her. She's 98, for God's sake.
Her bones should have deteriorated. My mom took 3 months off of work, and she's about to fucking die, dude. No lie. She's like, so used to like working and being active.
She needs some physical therapy.
She needs some physical. She needs something physical, you know.
Therapy, go over and stretch you out.
No, but I do believe though that blood thing, they don't maybe not drink it, but man,
they drink it. You must drink it to absorb the nutrients.
You just inject their blood, and like the blood transfusion is a lot more realistic.
Well, it's the same thing. But there was this one movie I saw called Ravenous, and it played on the theory that if you ate the person, because there was religions and stuff like that if you ate the person, you would gain their strength.
You'd gain, yeah. And then that was,
he became super strong because he was under a whole pile of bodies. He was in a war, and he started drinking.
Eating all of the...
Well, he started drinking the blood. The blood was dripping into his mouth, and he was thirsty, I guess. And he started drinking the blood, and then became a ravenous zombie something or other. It was a good movie. It's Robert Carlyle. It was great.
That sounds interesting because... You are what you eat. We always believe that. You are what you eat, right? If you eat shit, you're going to feel like shit.
Yeah, so if you because we're people, we should eat people.
If you eat someone's soul, you know what I mean? You gain their soul.
No, you don't eat the soul. You can't eat the soul.
Well, like
the soul's not a tangible...
Like,
soul's not a tangible thing. You can't grab it like grab this pen. This pen is my soul. My soul will flow through the pen.
If you eat cow and chicken and all this stuff, you're going to, I don't know, slowly... be like a cow.
Evolve into a cow?
Yeah. You're going to be slowly like...
Moo.
You're just going to be easily farmed sheeple, yeah. So if you eat people... And look at Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer seemed woke as fuck. You ever
Why? Because he kept people in his freezer?
Yeah, he was eating people, but he was like... He was smart enough to keep luring people in. He was a wolf in sheep clothing.
That's what it is.
As far as, aside from the eating people part, if you can get over that, he was a smart guy.
He was probably smart. Can't get over that.
He was a smart manipulator, and he was...
but just because he was just because he could convince these people into doing this, does that make him... I mean, I guess, yes, there's got to be a level of smartness.
If he took, I don't
want to call him a genius, but...
Put him in the shoes as far as manipulating people and getting them to come back to his house, whatever, have sex with them, this and that. How many dozens of people he had,
Maybe he didn't manipulate. Maybe he's just clubbed.
No. You got to watch there's a documentary about him. He was smart enough to... You can't just... bash him over the head, drag a full-grown person, and no one says anything.
Chop him up, throw him in the freezer.
The police pulled him over with a body in the trunk one time, and then said hey, what are you doing? And it's and it was, he got out of the whatever speeding ticket or whatever the hell he was gonna get. Fucking with blood dripping in the back of his fucking trunk. He had a body in it, and parts of the body probably had some fucking smell on him or whatever. And it's the cops pulled him over multiple times. And, came to his house at points and shit. It was really he was very a sociopathic level. He was just glide through to the point where his best friend in school didn't even think anything was wrong with him. He was a little weird, but whatever.
It's always the quiet ones.
Always the quiet ones, man. But you take that kind of level of persona mixed in kind of the Wolf of Wall Street on a completely different aspect. He's fucking a criminal, and he gets people to buy into some weird fake things and all of these marketing startups.
Obviously, he's a manipulator too.
It's both, and you got to be smart to do that. You got to legit know the ins and outs on what people want to hear, and how they
You have to be a student of human nature.
Yeah. And it's a sociopath. A lot of them are brilliant. They have that brilliance behind them. Yeah,
it's a fine line, man.
It's a fine line. Yeah,
it's a very fine line.
It's either eating people or you're selling them shitty stocks and bonds.
That's right.
There's no balance.
No, there isn't.
It's a tightrope. Yeah,
it is.
So you got anything? I got some stuff.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got?
So Tory Lanez,
chop.
About a week ago, Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan the Stallion. So this is a rapper, male rapper, Tory Lanez. The typical rappers. So he's talking about shoot 'em up kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm a gangster and all this stuff.
Yeah.
He actually shot Megan Thee Stallion, this other female rapper that kind of like a underground Nicki Minaj, Cardi B kind of girl.
Right.
She's popping though. Has a lot of big hits.
Yeah.
And they got into an argument in I think it was a nightclub or could have been a strip club or something.
Where else? Some
shit was said. You never know what she said that got her shot, but she was running away in a fucking SUV, and out comes this is allegedly, by the way. Out comes Tory Lane, shoots her twice through the fucking SUV, and apparently got her twice in the foot. And yeah, she's saying that it was him, and she feels betrayed and yada yada yada. Tory Lanez said no comment, like I didn't do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, so has to go. It has to get
somebody
filed
put a bullet in her foot.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you don't just leave a club and with a bullet in your foot. 2 bullets actually. I don't know.
Oh my god,
it's fucking pretty bad. Like he was trying to kill her. If what was
it seems so.
Yeah, what's
I mean,
going on?
If he fires at the vehicle, she's trying to get away. One would think he's trying to kill her.
Yeah,
for whatever she said. My god.
Yeah, no, that's
that shit was over money.
Huh?
That shit was over money.
Or like, you know when Chris Brown and Rihanna, like,
were they in a relationship?
They were in a relationship. I don't know.
I know Chris Brown and Rihanna were.
I don't know if
the other two.
I don't know if Tory Lanez and Megan Stallion. Maybe he was like, oh, you know, I'm trying to get with her.
Yeah.
And then maybe they did have a fling.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're nothing to me.
Yeah.
That could make any guy just be like, what the fuck, bitch? Or she's kissing on some other guy. I thought we were, thought we were dating. They could have been that whole aspect. Or she could have just been like, you got a small dick. You got a small dick. Because that
could be, that could be. That'll piss a brother off.
No, brother.
That'll piss a brother off. You pull out your Glock or whatever it is that they carry. What do rappers carry nowadays? You got a gun? Where's your gun?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know where gun.
What kind of gangster rapper are you?
You don't need a gun in Canada, man. God. You run in Canada. You don't need.
No, you carry a knife in Canada.
A knife and like bear mace or whatever the hell.
Something like
those
that.
Those kids in Elmwood. Holy shit, man. There's.
Especially in Winnipeg.
Break your ribs for like a fucking Slurpee. It's crazy out there. Those kids they're fighting for respect. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
They ain't gonna get any respect. They're trying to break your ribs for a Slurpee.
Yeah,
that's a little out there.
Northside, fuck. It's Elmwood. What are you talking about? What the hell? Go to take those kids, put them in real Northside. Let's see what goes on.
Put them in the center of town.
Calling their mom in a heartbeat.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this fucking Steve-O shit. He's apparently got duct tape on Hollywood Boulevard. That's something stupid.
Why? How is this guy even still alive?
Steve-O?
How is Steve-O still alive? What is he? He's got to be like 80 now or something?
I don't know. I think he's the type of guy that like I think he gains energy from doing crazy shit.
Well, it could be, yeah. It's obviously an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I mean, what has he done since the last thing he done? You know, what's he done between the last thing he's done that you heard of and now?
Well, he's got a podcast, the Steve-O show, and he does some. But I don't know, him and like the Johnny Knox, those guys all like Bam is the only one that's kind of fucked up in the head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bam is like. He was the guy that always fucked with his parents.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He had mental issues, though. He
obviously
breaking psychotic in his psyche.
Yeah.
Like started talking all like those illusions of grandeur.
Delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, delusions of grandeur.
Don't worry,
he
buddy.
had those fucking.
I got your vocabulary for you. I got your vocabulary right here, buddy.
All right, man. And he was like in mental hospitals, in and out, talking weird schizophrenic shit. You can all look at it on his Instagram, but he's slowly getting better. Johnny Knoxville did like some movies that are funny, and he did like actual studio value movies on like you can. Like,
he was in Men in Black.
Johnny Knoxville, yeah. And then Steve-O is like the podcast kind of getting. He was on the Mike Tyson roast, I think. Or the Charlie Sheen roast with Mike Tyson, and he said, "Hold out your fist because I don't want to get sued."
Yeah,
and I'm gonna run into the. That's what he was doing. Like the last few stunts, he was just doing like gimmicky things. Like it wasn't too big, but this is another big thing. He duct taped himself to a Hollywood Boulevard billboard.
Well, the Hollywood sign.
No, not the Hollywood sign, just a billboard. And he's just duct taped himself because it's promoting some show. And to be honest, I didn't look at what it show. He's got a new show.
That's how we get our followers, man. We got to duct tape
ourselves.
No. I'll duct tape you. Don't worry about it, buddy. I'll take care of it.
Just duct tape. We won't even film it either. I'll just be duct taped in a dungeon.
Oh yeah, somebody will find you. Somebody will find you once they complain about the smell.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think like it's a great way to promote something though. It's interesting. I do like Steve-O, man. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
He's got some crazy stories about cocaine with Mike Tyson and doing the random bathroom fucking Hollywood coke party stories.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious that what he talks about.
Yeah,
but
that could explain a lot though too.
Yeah, so it's adrenaline junkie, man.
Oh my.
Sports is back.
Sports is back.
I did
to
check,
a point.
Yeah, I checked out some of our Winnipeg Jets got knocked out though, but who do you like the hockey? Who do you got? Is it Montreal is going for it?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. To be honest,
the season is only like three games or something. Wasn't it some sort of like when they came back? Didn't they just jump straight into playoff mode? Yeah,
they had to because there's no time left, right?
There's all the time in the goddamn world. They're fucking indoor arenas for Christ's sake.
Because they're worried about the next season, they want to have a normal next season, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So they don't want to try and extend.
If NHL is doing this, or did they have the bubble thing going?
Yeah, Toronto and Edmonton were the bubble cities. It's working for the NBA. The NBA seems to be doing fine.
Doing perfect with that. They got the bubble thing going. It's all in Florida, which is weird because Florida has the most amount of cases.
But that shows you if you keep everybody quarantined and keep them locked down and stuff like that, this can work.
Yeah.
But because nobody wants to be locked down, yes, obviously it sucks to be locked down. But Fauci said right at the beginning, he said if we could lock the country down for 2 weeks where nobody moved, we could have this thing beat.
Yeah.
So would it?
But that's not ideal. Like no one can.
But would it have been
move.
better? Would it have been better for the world to say, okay, you know what? We're closing everything for 2 weeks on this day. Go get your supplies.
Yeah.
Give people. But if you give people a couple of months to prepare for it, you've blown the whole thing, anyways.
Yeah.
I
don't know, man. You can have everybody have unlimited supplies of everything. They got all their shit good. They don't have to leave their place. I do think someone's just gonna call up, hey, Domino's, can I get a pizza? Can I get a pizza, man? And that's just
Domino's wouldn't be open. That's just it.
Yeah, nothing would be open. But
you'd have to go for the Delissio in the freezer or something. You better bought 10 days worth of pizzas and stuff. So.
And I've seen that during the worst, everyone trying to quarantine. I've seen so many people just running and exercising and stuff like that, like just getting out there. Fresh air
people are, like I said, people are tired of being locked up. Look at us here in Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. We can't stand the 7 months that we get locked in for winter.
Yeah.
And we need to get outside. So, fuck everybody that you can't take 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I
don't know that with the NFL. I think the NFL is starting too, and they're doing the bubble thing, and it kind of blows my mind that like.
The CFL is supposed to do a bubble, and we're the bubble city.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice, man. I would like that because we got a dope ass arena.
Oh, please, have they finally fixed it?
I don't know.
A year after that damn thing was built, they were fixing it. Because the whole building, the whole construction got rushed.
Oh yeah, and it was falling from the
falling to pieces.
Yeah. Hey guys, no one's sitting underneath the building.
Yeah. Don't sit under the upper deck.
The thing is, didn't they have like a big hole in the top too? They have a big.
It's an open air arena.
Open air, yeah. Of course. So they got that big hole. All right, guys, no one in the back, everyone up front, and it's gonna be like, okay, also social distance. No, they wouldn't even have people in the thing though. Because they don't want that many people.
Well, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones or whatever his name is, came out and said, oh, yeah, we've got a state-of-the-art stadium. We can do it with groups of people and stuff like that. It's just, does that really justify the cost of turning the lights on? To only have 10,000 people there or something.
They wouldn't have people there because you go check on any sports right now, it's...
he said no.
He wants the player.
Yeah, he wants people in the stands.
That's why it's taking so long because those fucking the Texan guys are like, we need people because they need to sell tickets, right? They need the money. Yeah. I don't know. With the NBA, they have the Skype calling. They have a bunch of fans on the Skype, and they have like little screens in the bleachers or whatever. Yeah. So they'll be making noise or whatever and kind of simulate it. But I don't know. For the most part, I was watching a few games, like Lakers games and the Toronto games. I mean, fuck, man. It's fucking... Lakers are taking it by a landslide as far as... And it looks like Toronto's kind of coming up, too, that I've seen them. But it's fucking kind of weird because they're going on the last year's stats of what they had before this, and then now, and it's kind of like you just only have to do a certain amount of games to win, and you're gonna be golden. Yeah. So it's interesting, man. Like kind of trying to pick up where we kind of left off, because it's like a strike when they had an NBA strike. Yeah. It feels very similar. It's like, oh, okay, it's starting again. And like, and everyone's kind of rushing around to get that placement to be the next in the next playoffs. It's weird with especially hockey, because they should have been done by now, hey? Like, or
I think
they should have been.
Should have been,
or at least football should have had their Super Bowl.
Well, no, Super Bowl's not until January.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, so they did have the Super Bowl, didn't they? Before this. Okay, yeah. Oh, no, I remember.
Yeah, because it's at the end of... And I mean, who knows? That might have turned into a super spreader event, too. Because nobody knew they had COVID.
Did you see that? I did watch that Super Bowl, and it was like, Tom Brady? Did he win?
I don't know. I didn't even watch it. I haven't watched sports.
All I do is, when I think of the Super Bowl, I think... just another Tom Brady win. That's all I think of. Just because I watched it and he's like, this motherfucker didn't even sweat. Yeah. He's not even sweating. Like, the post game gets off. He's the quarterback. Yeah. It's like, it was a tough game. It was, I just can't wait till we do it again next year. Yeah. I'll see you guys next year. It's just, how many Super Bowls does he have?
Well, now he's gone down he's down in Florida or something, so you never know. You never know what'll happen.
Never know. I mean, you were talking about how those
I'm not going to say he's going to catch COVID.
The star athletes, and they do catch it, and they can get the lung infections and filled up with mucus.
The old heart problems. So.
Someone comes in like Suge Knight to Easy E and injects them with the COVID. I do think they have those portable injectors.
Yeah, portable injectors.
We brought it full circle.
That's right. That's right. No, so it's a good thing we brought it full circle, because as usual, I think we're done for another week.
Yeah. You got anything to promote, man?
I got nothing to promote. I got nothing. So stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance. Sure.
All the good things. So I got some friends that are starting their own little business. My friend Noble, I met her through the synagogue. Actually, I met both these girls through the synagogue that I used to work at, serving way back in the day.
Are you one of the chosen people?
Well, I like to stick around Jews, Jesus. They're really good when you need a lawyer. She's got this like clothing site on Instagram, and it's at nonewofficialcloset.co, and it's NONU_officialcloset.co. She's got a bunch of girl clothes. You can, if you're looking for a dress or that.
Have you been looking for a dress?
No, I'm not. But it's just I'm just helping spread some promo, free promo.
Better you spread promo than spread COVID.
And then my other friend Diane, she's got Diane Sweets. So she's on Instagram at DIANNESSWEETS, and she's gonna hook us up with some sweets. Nice. So next time,
candy,
we'll be able to kind of review it. But a lot of her stuff on Instagram looks crazy. She bakes cakes, and she even has she did a specialty a dick cake. A dick cake, like an exotic cake. And you can look it up on Instagram,
You can lick it up on Instagram?
You can definitely lick it up, and it'll
look it up.
It'll be you can confidently say this is the first time I've had a
dick over the phone.
Had D. I've had a D that I tasted good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why and then with you. Why did my mother tell me to marry you?
Same old with Mediumjay. I got this new album, The Fallen Angel. It's fucking pretty dope, man. If you like rap, you like underground rap, check it out. Cash Later's still a thing. We'll be going strong. Yeah.
Nice. As usual, we'd like to thank Len here at Bedside Studios for supporting us and giving us a place to hang out and spout insanities.
Yeah, and definitely subscribe. We need more subscribers on the Weekend show. Enough so that we can get an official link that it'll show our names and it'll...
Yeah,
we'll be able to.
Because otherwise, you got to search the Weekend show with Mediumjay and XLG.
And to be honest, if we don't have enough views, man, we could get canceled.
That's right.
We could get canceled. The cancel culture is real too.
Cancel culture is real. So until next time, I'm XLG.
I'm Mediumjay. Signing off.